Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and we have had some really interesting XRP price action over the last 24 hours or so, maybe a little longer. Have we not? Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about in terms of price action here. There's a headline from Daily Hodl citing an XRP chart analyst who is calling for a 12,900% increase in the price of XRP. And I will tell you what that means in terms of dollars. Like, what is the dollar figure if that happens? Don't worry, Moon Lambo got you covered here. Lots to talk about. And there's also the question of what has led to the price action, the pump in price over the last day or so. And there's been some community speculation, reasonable speculation, which I actually took part in. And so I've got some thoughts to share with you on that as far as where we're going. But according to, and I've got opinions from a few different analysts within this video, but still seeing a call from one individual for XRP during the next market cycle to go from anywhere to $10 to $13, which I personally would not hate. I know what I hate, and I do not hate that. Lots to cover here. But I do want to be clear, I'm not a financial analyst. I don't have a financial background of any kind, and I absolutely am not offering financial advice. So do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just a happy, enthusiastic member of the XRP community that likes talking about these topics and making YouTube videos. But I'm just a dude on the Webernets, guys. Like, that's the deal. Just want to be clear so nobody thinks I'm someone or something that I'm not. Before going any further, if you would please delicately tap the like button. And if you're a fan of the idea of XRP appreciated in price by 12,900%, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel to join the echo chamber. All right, there we go. By the way, somebody complimented me the other day in the comment section about my my echo getting a little bit better, and I'm like, well, I practice it a day when I wake up. All right, so we got XRP at 25.1 cents as I record this. Bitcoin, $10,743. A market cap at $338 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 58.73%. Now, take a look. This is for fun, right? And so normally when I point this out, this is I've got the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap on your screen right here. If you look to the right, you can see the weekly charts here. And you always throw out Tether because it's a stable coin. It's not going to move the same as the rest anyway. But usually when I point this out, it's because it's super duper clear that they're moving in tandem. And really, if you look over the last couple of days, really actually, no, I'd say even the whole weekly period, they look pretty samey, except for XRP. XRP yesterday was freaking pumping. Look at this thing. Like here, I'll show you on a different chart here. Here's the 24-hour chart. Now let's change it to 7 days so you can see what it, yeah. Look at this volatility over the last day. Whew. Rock it up, man. That is interesting, which leads to the question, like, what prompted this? Because XRP had that action independent of other cryptocurrencies, where even if they were moving up, it certainly was not to the degree that XRP was. And so XRP community member Galgatron wrote the following on Twitter. He wrote, "And anybody know what's pumping XRP right now?" And then shared this chart in a subsequent tweet. And it's super easy to see, like, in terms of price action, it's just like, bam, it's like you're just kind of, trading range bound sideways, and it's like, boom, you just hit a wall here, goes straight up, and then continues going up in that direction for some time afterwards. Interesting, right? Which is also why I always say, XRP, although it follows the price action of Bitcoin, not down to the minute, the second, the day, the month necessarily, whatever, it's still going to, on smaller time frames, even if you overlap charts, it's going to look like the cryptocurrencies are moving independently, but they're not. You just have to zoom out on a chart to see that they're actually following each other, but still, in a zoomed-in chart, yeah, it did move independently there. And so Galvatron wrote, "My bet's on a pre-swell pump, but this is pretty abrupt." And so we're talking about Ripple's conference called Swell, and this would be their, wait, is this their fourth year? Am I getting that wrong? So there's 7, yeah, 2017 was the first year. I'm almost 100% sure. 2017, 18, 19, yeah, so this would be the fourth year of Swell. This year it's virtual, of course, because 2020, the calendar year 2020 is one dumpster fire of a year, and we can't, like, have in-person human contact. Just freaking ridiculous. But anyway, such is life. And so that's what they're doing. And I can tell you that 2 years ago, and I don't know if my tweet's on here somewhere. I don't know. Well, I participated. I don't have to pull it up. I can tell you. So I responded to this, and it was along the lines of, like, possibly that's it. That's perfectly reasonable to speculate that could be. Because I can tell you 2 years ago, leading up to Swell, so this would be 2018, Swell that year was the very beginning of October. And so for roughly, I don't know if it was the 3-4 weeks leading up to it, was somewhere there about, the price of XRP just like shot up over a span of a couple weeks, whatever it was, and I'm going from memory, you can fact check me, but you'll get the concept even if the numbers are wrong, but I think it was something like 25 cents up to over 50 cents. It was something like that. It was big. So it was over 100% pump in price. And it was on the speculation leading up to swell that XRapid, which is now known as on-demand liquidity, there were rumors that it was going to be announced that it was actually going live. And so a lot of people are like, no, they're not going to announce something like that at swell. That's not what the whole conference is for. And I was kind of like, well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I wasn't going to pretend to know. But as it turns out, that rumor was true. So not only did XRapid go live, it was announced at swell, which is cool. And the announcement did nothing for the price. All of it was built up. So it's a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. So there was the rumor going, and it was leading up to swell, and the price went up, and then swell happened, and that was it. The price just retraced after that. That was it. And so it could be the case that that's what's happening here. We've seen it historically occur, and it would not surprise me in the least. Perfectly reasonable to speculate, especially given the historical context of the price action. So we'll see. And in that case, and you know, for those of you who follow me, I still have not completed my final stretch goal. I did set one final stretch goal, and I accumulated half of what I need to get to that final stretch goal. And then after that, and I've said this publicly, it's like, I have to stop. Because if I don't stop buying XRP, I have a problem. Like, take me to a support group at that point. So I'm finally at the point where, like, okay, if it goes back down, I will finally fulfill that. And then and here's what I've done. I've made peace with this. If it doesn't go back down, which again I'd be fine with if it rockets off, cool, whatever. My bags are packed, it's cool. But I'm gonna find something else to invest in, and so I'd be open to suggestions. I have a feeling a lot of you are gonna say a Link and VeChain. That's just a fun guess. I actually already own Link. I don't own VeChain, but that would be worth looking into, I think, a little bit further for myself anyway. I'm not going to talk about this. This is still an XRP-centric channel. Don't worry, that's not going to change. But I'm just saying, it depends on where the price action for XRP goes, because I would love to personally hit my final stretch goal. But if I don't, okay, I'm not going to cry. There's still other opportunities on the planet in the world of crypto. So there we go. Shout out to The Rock XRP for tagging me in this next piece, which actually covered a tweet that I mentioned in a video just the other day. So don't worry, I'm not going to rehash the same content. But the title from Daily Hodl, Credible Crypto predicts XRP will rise 12,900% in next Bitcoin bull cycle. And again, of course, that's assuming Bitcoin's going to lead the next market cycle, and I think it's fair to assume that. I do. Even as an XRP holder, I'd love for XRP to just rule the world, but that's not the way it works. Let's be real. Let's not engage in ridiculous hype. Bitcoin does still lead market cycles, and that's fine. I don't know that it's always going to be the case. I think that utility matters and will win the day, and I certainly fully anticipate at some point XRP will decouple from Bitcoin. Who knows? Maybe it even supplants it in terms of market cap at some point in the future. That's on the table. It definitely is. But today is not. And so there's this tweet from Credible Crypto, and ultimately he's talking about the price of XRP during this next cycle going to anywhere from $20 to $30. So if it goes to $30, that's where you get the 12,900% increase, which would be freaking massive. Massive, massive, massive. And like I always say, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. And so I've seen at least two different analysts in the space predict that exact range of $20 to $30. And then you got Blockchain Backer. I watched a video from him actually a little bit earlier today. He's still in the $10 to $13 range. That's where he's predicting, in all likelihood, the price of XRP is going to go, the peak of it during the next market cycle. And, and he stated, too, that in the short term, what he's really looking for is for XRP to close out by the end of this month, October 2020. He's looking for it to close out above 30.5 cents, and he believes that if that happens, it's just like off to the races, man. So we shall see if that indeed happens here. But regardless, I could not be more optimistic. And while I'm never going to offer financial advice, I'm never going to make price predictions myself because it would be disingenuous, and I'd be making crap up because that's not what I specialize in. I am confident in sharing just an opinion that XRP, I believe, will be worth substantially more than it is today. And that's the reason I've put plenty of my own skin in the game here. And then there was this article, and this came from the Daily Hodl also. XRP, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash will be forced out of the top 10 crypto assets, says prominent analyst. This I actually made a separate video about just the other day. I'm not going to go through it again. Don't worry, not going to rehash it, but I do have additional comments based on something that was added here by Daily Hodl. And because I made my argument already, like the concept of XRP getting forced out of the top 10, and this analyst is Crypto Michael. He's talking about fundamental, like because of the fundamentals, they're not strong. You get forced out. I just tore that to shreds, and it was fun to do so. Nothing against the guy, definitely nothing against the guy. I just have a different opinion than him, and I don't think that he did a good job at all being persuasive or providing any sort of reasonable articulation of why he believes what he believes. He didn't do that in my perspective, but other than shredding it, I saw this piece today talking about the same topic here, and they added something that was rather positive I wanted to share with you. So although Crypto Michael predicts XRP will lose its status as of the largest crypto assets, the coin is only one of the top 10, the only one of the top 10, that may be showing some strength in the short term. And this is interesting. Check this out. And that comes according to Crypto Insights platform Sentiment. The firm says XRP's declining social volume, a metric that measures asset sentiment on social media, indicates that a possible price reversal is on the horizon for the asset. And holy hell, talk about fortuitous timing. Take a look at this. So this tweet came from them yesterday at 12:58 p.m. Now, that's Central Standard Time because I'm in the United States in the Midwest, so that would be my time, 12:58 p.m. And that was a matter of what, was it like 2 or 3 hours, probably something like that, before XRP started pumping yesterday? And so check this out. Here's what they wrote. It's just fun timing. Check this out. XRP has seen a mild 4.4% uptick the past 24 hours. And this was before the main part of the rally yesterday happened. So it's still at 4.4%. The rest of crypto has been otherwise flat. This past week was a 6-month low in the social volume for Ripple, and address activity is nearing 5-month lows. Watch for justification of a turnaround. And again, they tweeted that out, and just like snap of a finger later, effectively, bam, it just freaking took off, which I just thought was quite simply kind of cool timing there. So I thought I'd share it with you. But in terms of where we're all going here, man. If this truly is a swell pump, if history is going to repeat itself, then this could climb higher to what degree? I don't know. You have to wait and see. I don't know that's going to be as wild as it was 2 years ago, because that was on the rumor of, Ripple's flagship software XRapid. That was on the rumor of that launching, which would be a bigger deal than just like swell in and of itself occurring. And also, a swell this year, I could be wrong, isn't it like the 14th and the 15th of this month? So I guess we'd find out sooner or later anyway. But I don't know that it's reasonable to expect, if it's a swell pump, that it's going to, increase from here to 50 cents in short time. Like I'm not expecting that. Not in that time frame, and not because of that particular rationale. But if these analysts are right, swell pump or not, even if it retraces, you're talking about potentially within the next 3-4 weeks, 30.5 cent XRP, and if that happens, take it off, man. This is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to wrapping up this year because, like I said, this is like the worst year in the history of my. I'm 37 years old. It's like the worst year that I personally have lived through. Not that everything's bad for me on a personal level. It's just the ridiculousness of what is happening. It's just I've never experienced anything like this. So looking for this dumpster fire of a year to come to an end. But I will tell you, 2021 is going to be, I suspect, if I had to guess, and this is just for fun, I bet in terms of price action for XRP and certainly the broader crypto asset class, I think that's going to be one hell of a fun roller coaster, right? So come on that journey with me. I'm going to be sticking around. This is too fun not to follow on a daily basis. So if you're as into this as I am, just stick with me, because I'm going to keep tracking this stuff. It's really fun to see what's going on. And running this channel is my most favoritist hobby I've ever had anyway here. And I love engaging with the rest of the XRP community. It's exciting, though, isn't it? I mean, you can feel it, too. There's no way this is just me. Because even though the last few years it's mostly been a bear market, I get this. And what I've been feeling almost 100% of the time is just excitement around what is happening. Because I feel like I found something and see something, the reality of the way this is going, that the average person wouldn't necessarily see on face value, and would be too scared to participate in anyway. That's how I feel. And I admit that, fine, I'm taking a risk, highly volatile crypto. I understand. But I'm willing to lose everything I put in the event that I'm wrong. I am Mr. XRP Bull, and I don't think I'm wrong, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And it's fun as hell. and I see humans behaving the way that I expect them to behave, kind of like Lemming-ish, you know? You ever play that video game Lemmings? From back, that was a childhood staple of mine, man. The Lemmings where they, you know, they like follow each other off the cliffs and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I think of when I see the FOMOing in and the panic selling. None of it matters, but I also know that type of behavior is what's going to make it possible for XRP ultimately to enter price discovery again. You know, which is what I suspect will happen. We'll see how it pans out, but that's certainly what I fully anticipate is that type of behavior. Because again, when we had price discovery from 20-something cents up to almost $4 in a matter of weeks, that's why. Because humans behave like that, and humans are not going to stop behaving like that. Probably not in my lifetime. So we'll see. It's just a blast here. But anyway, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Bamboo!